Everybody went to the Grim Report. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I'm back. I've been back for a while. Well, I got some bad news for you. Alex-in-Charge, Alexis, well, you know, the guy who's supposed to be the new head of Marvel, Alexis, or whatever his name is, killing Namor. New starts for Thor, Ms. Marvel, and Spider-Woman. Wow, really? They're going to restart comic books that I've already restarted 3 times already? Welcome to Marvel AIC Alexis-in-Charge. Alexin, or whatever his name is. And chief editor of AXEL-IN Marvel Comics. An editor with years of experience, who brought out comics to both critical acclaim and best-selling status. Allison stepped into the chair of Marvel's editor department, and since then been working on bringing us crappy stylings to the entire Marvel universe, anchored by regular questions and answers rounds. Well, let's just get to it. Alright. Marvel reveals major character deaths in Squadron Supreme #1. This week, Allison shares their reaction to T. Nelson's Coates winning the National Book Award between The Word and Me, and gives update Coates' upcoming Black Panther running artist Brian Stelfreeze, revealing that Coates has already written the first issue of moving towards the big functional events of the week. Allison provides some insight some insight into the decision to kill off Namor, the Submariner, in next month's Squadron Supreme #1, and what that says about the mission statement. The series starts. Allison also tops 3 this week. Allison's all crap, all bull crap #1s. The Mighty Thor #1. Bullcrap. Jason Aaron and Russell Dirtman, Spider-Woman #1, which is stupid still, by the Dennis Hopeless and Rever Rodriguez, Javier Rodriguez, and Miss Marvel #1. G. Willow Wilson, Takeshi Miyazawa, and Andrew Alofan, I can't say their names very well, along with answers to your questions straight from the community. Albert Ching, how does it feel to have National Book Award winner on your roster? Which I don't see how this dude could freaking win an award. He just says fantastic book, blah 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 blah. It's bullcrap. And the way they're designing the dude, seriously guys, the Daredevil #2 is looking like the Daredevil from the daggum TV show. It just goes on and tells entirely about bullcrap nobody cares about. Guys, this Allison needs to get off of charge and get a new editor-in-chief in there, because seriously, Marvel's starting to go down freaking heel because of his changes he wants. I mean, he put what's his name in charge, Brian Michael Bendis in charge of the freaking writing pool. They're doing a bunch of other crap that makes no sense whatsoever, that has nothing to do. They bring back the Squadron Supreme, and in issue 1, they kill off Namor. Now, wow, everybody's thinking, wow, what a big, good issue, what an issue, you know? They kill off someone in the first issue. It's been done. They've killed off plenty of people in the first issue of every other comic book. It's not been done before. It has. It's been done before. It's always been done. They kill off people left and right in Marvel, and it's pretty stupid when you gotta set off the first issue of a comic book that hadn't been out in years, and that first issue kills off a major character in Marvel's history. The Submariner was one of the heroes that was in the first Avengers, the first thing like the Avengers called. I forgot the name of it. Forgive me, but I forgot the name of something. It happens. But I'm pretty sure there's. Oh yeah, they got those out again. But basically, what it is that they did something really stupid. They kill off a main Marvel character at the very beginning. Hasn't been seen he's been seen the X-Men comic books. He's probably been killed off before. A bunch of them been killed off before. But honestly, to say that this comic book's going to be any good, well, not so much. I mean, I looked at it, and I know this is a little late, but I looked at it, and it's not that good of a comic book. I've looked at old versions of old comic books, the old ones, and they were better than the new ones, and Squares of Supreme never last very long anyways. And Marvel's trying to bring back comic books that have been dead for years. Comic book heroes like the Native American Marvel's first Native American comic book hero. They're bringing him back, and this is supposed to be part of their all-new, all-diverse crap. They're not even making any new heroes. They're just, well, they did. They made the wannabe Thor. They made the wannabe Ms. Marvel. This little girl can't even keep her own powers in track, I don't think. And she's a Muslim and she's a teenager. Okay, we need a Muslim superhero like we need another hero. We don't. We don't need another hero. And with the way this America is about Muslims right now, and Marvel brings this hero into play, yeah, not so much. I mean, I'm not being racist or discriminatory about it, but we don't need somebody who we don't need. And I went to my local comic book store, and the first issue is still on the shelf. After the first issue of Ms. Marvel is still on the shelf. The very first issue, the one before the world split up, it's still on the shelf. It was. Now the new issues are out, and I don't see them being bought. Not here where I live at. I mean, some other place or some other time in some other country, maybe. I mean, I'd like to hear you guys. Do you think the new Miss Marvel? Do you think the new Miss Thor? Yeah, I'm calling it Miss Thor because Thor's a guy's name and that's a woman, so it's Miss Thor, Thorina or something. I don't know, whatever he doesn't want it to be called, it is. Because I don't like Alexa or Alexa or wannabe Axel or Axe or whatever. I'm going to axe him in the head. I'd like to axe him in the head with some questions. You know? Ask him, why is he screwing stuff up at Marvel? Number one, why are you turning something good into something horribly wrong? Why are you letting, excuse me, the worst writer in Marvel's history, in my opinion, be head of the writing pool? Why are you letting people like Rodriguez draw Spider-Gwen when he's horrible at art? When he's the worst artist I've seen since Oh God, there is one more artist that's worse than him. I forget because Rodriguez is currently the worst one right now. But he worked on X Factor for a year, for a few months. So they finally got rid of him near the end of the comic book's life. And it agitates me that good comic books are getting drawn poorly and the bad comic books are getting drawn like people, like real good, with a real good artist. And I don't, God forgive me, but it's crap. You don't put good artists with a crappy comic. You don't put, because that's not just because people are visual, men are visual. You think we're going to look at, oh, this is a great comic book because it looks good. No. No. The comic book sucks. You could have David, he's an artist, not an artist, but a writer. Put him on the new, all new crappy American, cause, sorry guys, but not even David can make this comic book good. Even the artwork's good. The artwork's good. I looked through the first issue and I'm like, why, God? Why are people being so stupid? And to make people think, oh, this is the new Captain America, he's not going to change. This is the new Thor, she's not going to change. She's not going to change into a he again. And Thor's never going to have his hammer again because she's got cancer. Blah 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 blah. Why is it people do this? Why is it people are so dense, like Allison or Axel or whatever his name is, so dense, and thinking that people are going to take this and read this? I've looked at so many comic books. Comic books are starting to carry less and less Captain America, less and less Thor, because they're not selling. And yet they're still gotten this because they got in their head that we can change the human mind and mold it into what we want them to think, that Thor, the real Thor, never existed. The real Captain America never existed. And this arrangement with Disney is going okay, but trying to make things diverse, and Marvel is f***ing it up. Because you got the Thor movies showing him a male, and you got the comic book showing him a female. What is your train of thought? What is your train of thought? Guys, but like what they said, Marvel needs to change their attitude, change things back the way they were. Stop trying to change Spider-Man too, because Miles Morales is never going to be Spider-Man. He'll never take Spider-Man's position as a superhero. Miles sucks. He's only been a superhero for 2 years, and yet he's got entire New York City now, and 616, and nobody knows him here. So, yeah, Marvel, rethink this, making Spider-Man international, amazing international Spider-Man. Rethink that bullcrap and put him back where he belongs, because nobody wants a Spider-Man floating around the universe. Oh, I'm international Spider-Man. I'm going to be here. What's your problem, Marvel? You know you can't do that crap, right? You never have. Guys, with that said, good luck, good night, God bless.